Hey guys, Davis here. Welcome back to Tech-Junkie. In the last episode, we leveraged API and shell script to create tons of VLAN interfaces, and virtual IP. In this video, I will show you how to set up a secondary nodes to achieve XA for our virtual firewall. Without further ado, let's begin. So this is what we plan to do with our network. The VLAN 1001 will be the LAN interface, our management interface, and there will be a 1002. We use this VLAN as a synchronization VLAN. So the both pfSense nodes, they are communicating with each other using this dedicated interface in this VLAN. So we serve two VLAN for DM zone, two VLAN for app zone, two VLAN for internal zone, and two VLAN for desktop zone. A couple of reserved zone. Actually, we created a lot more VLAN in the vCenter, but right now we don't have to use all of them. Okay, let's go back to our pfSense. There and there, and nope, this one. Okay. Okay. Remember our last episode? We created the VLANs and the interface and the virtual IP, but I created the VLAN by the script before I manually create the VLAN of the WAN interface. I mean the virtual IP for WAN interface and the LAN interface. So when I go back to the virtual IPs tab, the order is not what I want. So I just delete them all, or you can just reinstall your pfSense if you want the perfect order for you. You can always sort the order in this page, but it always shows the oldest created VLAN, the virtual IP in this page. If the order is not what you want, you have to delete them all and recreate it. Okay, let me pause the video and recreate the VLAN and VLAN interface for a few moments. Okay, I re-rendered the script. Let's see if the interface and VLAN are created. Yep, I got the perfect order for me. The LAN interface right here, the virtual IP, and then for the LAN and VLAN 1002 all the way to 1013. Cool. Okay. It's pretty much catch up what we left in the previous episode. Let's talk about the prerequisite for the XA setup. There are quite a few actually. First of all, as we are using the ESXi, the vSphere infrastructure, so we have to enable quite a few options in the port group, as this one, the trunk port group, and the transit network VLAN 201. Yep. All the network interfaces that involve a virtual IP, you should enable the Promiscuous mode, the MAC address changes, and the force transmitters. Just like that. It is reject by default. I change it to accept. Okay. And of course the VLAN 201. Yep, I changed to accept already. Let's randomly check another one. Yep, they are reject by default. Okay, the second thing is for each network you want to have HA, you need at least 3 IP addresses, because the primary node need a address, the secondary node need an address, and of course you need a virtual IP of this network. So typically 3 IP addresses. And then the interfaces name per network should be matched across 2 nodes. The network interfaces, the configuration of the network, they will not be synced. We have to adjust them, modify them manually before the HA setup. Okay, one last thing, it should be the firewall setting though. Let's check out Excel. Yep. We are using this network, the 10.10.2.024-bit network. So we have, in order to let the pfSense synchronization traffic to flow, we have to enable the rules. Okay. So firewall rules. Because we have so many interfaces here, just choose the network interface we are going to use for the sync. VLAN 1002 add. I'm gonna allow all traffic in this segment. So save. Okay, let's take care of our second node. For our second node, I performed the basic installation and assigned a WAN IP address, and the LAN IP address. Let's perform the initial setup real quick. PFO2 simple lab.int DNS. I use Google and Cloudflare. Time server, Hong Kong Observatory. Time zone for me, Asia, Hong Kong. Next. Blah 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 blah. The second one, the primary node is the WAN address is point 12. This one is point 13. I'm gonna unblock the RFC 1918 because this is a nested network. Okay, LAN address 1.3, the primary one is 1.2. Give it a password. Oops. Reload. Let's enable the SSH. Currently enable. No. Oh, I already enabled it. Okay, cool. Let's go into the secondary load. And let's install the, come on, go away. API. Yep. Copy and paste. Done. System API on LAN interface JWT. Okay, it's time to run the script on the second node. Let's clear the screen, the session. Okay, I'm gonna run it on the second node, so the host changed to 10.10.1.3, and for that I prepared a second CSV file, just a IP update on the CSV file. You can have a quick look on that. Let's cat this file. Yep. 2.2, 2.3, 3.3. The IP is 0.3 on secondary node. Actually, we only need to add the VLAN and the VLAN interface. We don't have to create a virtual IP on the secondary node, because the virtual IP will be synchronized from the primary node. Add VLAN, so we just add VLAN and add interface. Okay, password is okay. The VLAN is created. Let's add interface. It's not as fast as the VLAN adding process. Let me pause the video for you. Okay, finished adding the interface. Let's have a quick look in the secondary node. Interface, yeah, a bunch of interfaces. Cool. And of course, the firewall to allow the synchronized traffic. Save. Apply. Yep. Okay, that's pretty much the prerequisites. Let's head back to our primary node. Okay. Where is it? Systems. Hi, very sane. Yep. So there's two part of the high availability that it provides. The first part is the state table, the connection status that from your computer, from the router, from the pfSense to the default gateway to either ISP or other internal routers. It will have a each connection will have a state that record the situation, the status of the connection. So if you want a smooth HA failover, synchronize the state is a good thing. So for the synchronized interface, we choose our VLAN 1002. The peer IP would be 10.10.3 2.3. That's the secondary node. And the second part is the configuration synchronization. Um, from my understanding, I do a bit of research that the pfSense can only synchronize the configuration from the primary node to the secondary node. In case the primary node is failed, the secondary node you shouldn't change any configuration on the secondary node, because when the primary node is become online again, it will override the configuration from the primary node. So yeah, 10.10.2.3. That's the secondary node. We want to synchronize the configuration to this IP. At this moment, for the remote system username, we use admin. We can change it later. So these are the options, the configuration that available for synchronization. So just select all for me. Save. After you click on the save, if you feel a stutter or lag or something, it usually indicates that your nodes are not synchronizing, or at least got some issue that not in sync for maybe the C up or the state, or maybe even the configuration. Depends on the configuration you done, because but for now it seems okay. Oh god, how about there? C up. Okay, somehow the secondary node took over all the IP addresses. How about I reset? Hopefully I will get all the master back to this one. Nope. What seems to be the issue? Okay, let me disable on the secondary node. Yep. How's it going? Okay. Sounds good. The secondary node or the virtual IP is shown as backup. This is good. But if you didn't change the port group security in the vCenter or on the ESXi host, you will see both of the pfSense will show masters. But if you see that one is master, one is the other one is backup, that's a good sign. Okay, let me try to disable on the primary node. See if the secondary node pick up the it pick up almost instantly. Cool. How about I enable it on the primary node? What? Really? What seems to be the issue? Okay. I don't know if it is my menu failover or other issue that I unaware of, but I'm really not an expert on this one. So maybe later I got more time, I will try to troubleshoot it. but currently it's good for me. Okay, there's something we have to change because we have the HA setup. We have to change the the outbound NAT, change the hybrid mode, save, apply. Because by default, all the NAT going outside, it will use the WAN interface IP address, but you know, we are using the HA IP after we failover from one node to the other node. If we don't change this setting, using the HIP as NATI outgoing address, it will stuck with it will use the WAN IP of the primary node. When fell over to the secondary node, the secondary node do not have that primary node's WAN IP address, so you have extra timeout for that. All the connection have to be re-established. Okay, interface WAN. Okay, v4 protocol any source. Let's say 10.10.1.0 24-bit destination any. Okay, translate to our by default it is using the interface address, but we are not using this address. We are going to use the WAN interface virtual IP, which is 192.168.201.11. HA outgoing. Okay, let's see. Do I still have internet connection here? Yep, it seems so. Let's try to SSH some holes that on the WAN side. Oh, come on. Let's try to SSH to the vSender. What is it? Is it? Yep, it should be this one. And oh, thank God. Who? Wait a minute. It's not working as expected. Let me have a test. Have a troubleshoot. Hang on for a second. Well, I think it's about the NAT rule, because currently the oops, no, not that one. This one. Okay. The workstation is in the 10.10.1.0 network, but somehow I mistyped it using the 2.0 network. Okay, 10.10.1.0. Let's have another go. Go away. Come on, vCenter IP. That's cool. Okay. Let me try to. Let's see. Oh, what's the matter? Some of these I will have this troubleshoot, but not right now. Let me just power off the current master. Let's see if the connection is still alive after this. Power off. Okay, let's head back to our virtual workstation and let's see if the connection is still good. No, it's dead. Wow. Hey guys, I found out what happened because I again made a stupid mistake. I've got to update the state synchronization setting on the secondary node. I just go to the secondary node system, high availability sync to check this synchronized states and choose our interface, which is 1002, and the peer IP is 10.10.2.2. And then after I saved that page, everything was at normal. As okay, as you can see, the secondary node virtual IP is in backup status. They are in the backup state. On the primary node, all the virtual IP are in master state. Okay, so let's once again connect to the vCenter, which is on 111. So we are connecting via the 192.168.201.11. This is the virtual IP of the WAN address. Let's perform a power off, simulating the pfSense got hardware or whatever issue on it. Boom. Let's get back to the. Yep, the connection is still alive. So, ping Google. It's not the vCenter accessing internet. Not is not using our the pfSense in this virtual lab, but the connection though from this virtual desktop to this pfSense is to this vCenter is using the pfSense we created via the virtual IP and XJ setup. Yep. On the secondary node, the CARP should be all in master. Yep, that's correct. And let's start our primary load. Okay, let's see on the C up. Okay, the secondary node already become the backup. And the primary node is now already the master. How about our connection? Still alive? Yes, still alive. Cool. That's it for this video. In the next video, there are some minor adjustments on the pfSense I would like to show you. Stay tuned. If you like this video, consider leave a thumbs up or subscribe. Thank you. I will see you in the next one.